When Cristiano Ronaldo made his high-profile move to Juventus in the summer of 2018, the football world erupted with anticipation. Here was a player who had already conquered the most competitive leagues in England with Manchester United and ruled Spain with Real Madrid, amassing an avalanche of goals, trophies, and iconic moments. The expectation? That he would sprinkle his magic in Italy and finally lead Juventus to the UEFA Champions League glory they had been chasing since 1996. Sure, the Champions League trophy eluded them, but let's not be too quick to write off his 3 seasons in Turin as anything less than extraordinary. In fact, if you peel back the surface, what he achieved there is nothing short of remarkable. Let's talk numbers first because, in football, stats often do the loudest talking. Over 3 seasons, Ronaldo netted a jaw-dropping 101 goals in just 134 appearances across all competitions. For a bit of perspective, that's roughly a goal every 114 minutes. Not bad for someone who, according to critics, was entering the twilight of his career. In Serie A alone, a league known for its tactical and defensive solidity, Ronaldo smashed 81 goals in 98 matches. Even the staunchest Serie A defenders were left scratching their heads, wondering if this guy ever took a day off. Breaking it down further, his season-by-season performance paints an even more compelling picture. 2018/2019. In his debut season, Ronaldo scored 28 goals and provided 11 assists in 43 games. He adjusted to a new league and system, but let's be honest, it hardly looked like he needed any settling in period. 2019/2020. Ronaldo went full throttle, tallying 37 goals and 7 assists in 46 appearances. Defenders probably sighed in collective despair every time he lined up against them. 2020/2021. Even as he approached 36, Ronaldo didn't slow down, registering 36 goals and 4 assists in 44 games, finishing as Serie A's top scorer with 29 goals. If this is decline, we'd all love to decline like Ronaldo. Juventus, with Ronaldo leading the charge, also added silverware to their cabinet. They clinched 2 Serie A titles, 2018/2019 and 2019/2020, reminding everyone who ruled the roost domestically. They bagged the Coppa Italia in 2020/2021, and Ronaldo played a key role in ensuring those celebrations were as joyous as ever. Let's not forget the 2 Supercoppa Italiana triumphs in 2018 and 2020, where Ronaldo, as expected, had his fingerprints all over the decisive moments. Individually, Ronaldo racked up accolades like they were participation trophies. In his first season, he was named Serie A's most valuable player, a nod to the instant impact he had in Italy. By the time he wrapped up his 3rd season, he had also bagged a Serie A Golden Boot, finishing the 2020/2021 campaign with 29 goals, against defenses notorious for shutting strikers down. And yet, the story of his time at Juventus is often overshadowed by their inability to win the Champions League. Sure, he didn't deliver that elusive European crown, but blaming Ronaldo for that is like blaming the chef for not fixing the restaurant's leaky roof. He did his part, and then some. Remember his jaw-dropping hat-trick against Atletico Madrid in the 2018/2019 round of 16? Down 2-0 from the first leg, Ronaldo single-handedly dragged Juventus into the quarterfinals with one of the most iconic Champions League performances of all time. Even his staunchest critics had to stand and applaud. However, football is a team sport, and Juventus, despite Ronaldo's brilliance, sometimes lacked the depth and cohesion required to compete with Europe's elite. It's like bringing a Ferrari to a race, but forgetting to fill the tank. Ronaldo could ignite the engine, but the team needed to provide the fuel. Beyond the numbers and trophies, Ronaldo's influence in Turin was profound. His professionalism, unrivaled work ethic, and sheer will to win elevated the entire squad. Younger players like Federico Chiesa and Dejan Kulusevski often spoke of how inspiring it was to train alongside him. Watching Ronaldo practice free kicks or push himself to the limit was a lesson in itself. Off the pitch, his presence boosted Juventus's global brand. The club saw spikes in merchandise sales, social media followings, and sponsorship deals. In short, Ronaldo wasn't just a player. He was an economic powerhouse. So, why is his Juventus tenure often considered underrated? The shadow of unmet Champions League expectations looms large, but focusing solely on that misses the forest for the trees. His consistency in a league renowned for defensive discipline was nothing short of legendary. Transitioning from La Liga to Serie A at 33, he seamlessly adapted to a different style of play. And let's not forget the sheer longevity of his brilliance. Scoring 30-plus goals a season into his mid-30s is something only a select few in football history have achieved. And yet, despite all this, There's a peculiar narrative that his time at Juventus wasn't a resounding success. It's like buying a world-class painting and then complaining that the frame isn't fancy enough. The reality is, Ronaldo's 3 years at Juventus added an unforgettable chapter to his storied career. He brought moments of magic, set records, and left fans with memories they'll cherish forever. At the end of the day, success in football isn't solely defined by a single trophy. Ronaldo's Juventus stint serves as a reminder that greatness comes in many forms, be it goals, trophies, or the ability to inspire and elevate those around you. So, next time someone tells you his time in Turin was underwhelming, just smile and hit them with the facts. Or better yet, point them to this story and let the numbers do the talking.